Collaborative production of information by appointed parties, task teams. Check availability of reference information and shared resources. Before the subcontractors commence the production of information, the Task Information Manager must check compliance with the BIM Execution Plan's PIS, Projects Information Standard, for file naming, status codes, and level of information need, and the PIPMS, Projects Information Production Methods and Procedures, for review, approval process, and data formats. Next, the task teams need to generate information in accordance with the Task Information Delivery Plan, TIDP, for prerequisites, lead-in time for each item, and the responsibility matrix, for package scope. Methods and procedures. Information should be shared regularly as Status S1, for coordination within a delivery team, UK Annex. Task teams are responsible for producing coordinated information and should carry out internal clash detection on their own models. Teams can use whichever process they wish to ensure their models are fully coordinated. In the event an issue cannot be resolved, the LAP, MAC, should be notified. MAC need to carry out a periodic secondary clash check on the federated model. Teams should be advised that for information held on ACC as a WIP environment, the files can be edited through MS Online, which has some functional limitations, or through the desktop connector, to edit the files locally on desktop software. It is advised to keep information online where possible as versions and SSOT, single source of truth, are maintained. Undertake quality assurance check. Once the information is authored, their Task Information Manager needs to run a QA check as a peer review before sharing to external teams. MAC can provide compliance plan templates, or the BIM execution plan can be used for this purpose. Information needs to be compliant with the LAP's EIR and BEP. Review information and approve for sharing. When the information is ready for sharing, it should be shared through the CDE in accordance with the project's information production methods and procedures. This should include correct container IDs and revision and suitability codes. Changes to previous revisions should be indicated and areas in abeyance should be labeled. Information model review. The Project Information Manager should be notified by the CDE and review the shared information. The PIM needs to consider AP's EIRs and acceptance criteria, adherence to the BEP, adherence to delivery dates on the MIDP. Information needs to be coordinated through a MAC secondary clash check. Clash detection is run through the BIM Collaborate Pro module. This should be run on a bi-weekly cycle or with a significant update. The MAC Task Interface Manager, Design Manager, needs to federate the individual models on BIM Collaborate Pro. This will be the federated model viewer for coordination meetings. Clash tests and tolerances will be outlined in the BEP's federation strategy. Clashes are to be tagged as issues, and issue reports along with a static copy of the federated Navisworks model should be issued out to all teams involved and coordinated every 2 weeks. Clashes should be assigned to task information managers and chased at design coordination meetings, which should be hosted on ACC minutes, with clashes linked to minute items. For complete guidance on the federation and clash process, see the MAC guidance video for coordination. Summary. Task teams need to author information in accordance with the guidance documents and QA check before issue to MAC. Once authored, the information typically needs to go through 2 reviews, first through the LAP MAC, and a final review with the AP client. This can either be in the form of a submittal with separate steps for LAP and AP or by ACC reviews. Reviews can be used for bulk issues to the AP called data drops at the milestones, where a one-step approval is required by the client. For more complex multi-step approvals, submittals can be used.